Good morning, little sloths. Welcome to my mukbang. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know why I'm laughing, but sometimes, to start these things, I'm just like, hi, hello, good morning, welcome, welcome. What's that show, Cabaret, Broadway? Welcome to blah, blah. Okay. Well, yeah, so it is morning. It is 9:29. That's Orland. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Oh. Well, it's 9:30 and I haven't eaten a single drop, and neither has Roberto. Noodle. Ebenezer Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh. Do a little body twirl. Show off the feathers that are still growing in. He won't get his full feathers for another year, basically. It takes forever for these feathers. So that's basically, the white stuff is the down underneath the feathers that all the big birds has, but since he's a baby, he doesn't have them yet. So today we are having ramen noodles. It's gonna be very easy. Fried ramen, here's my ramen, with soy sauce. I don't have time to cut up vegetables. I'm so like, oh, I need food. And I have so much on my mind. Some crazy stuff has been happening to me that involve like ghosts, weird things have been happening, and something really serious that is, kind of taking over my life right now that I'm thinking about saying. I don't know if I'm gonna say, but you'll find out. So anyways, I am gonna fry this ramen and eat this ramen because I'm hungry. So, Mr. Noodle? No, you can't be here for the fried food. If you fry, you die. Yeah, it's very scary. So everyone say bye-bye. He'll come back once I start. Ouch, the nails. We really have to cut them. I've been saying this in all my mukbangs. So if you want to see Noodle, he'll be right back. He's gonna eat this. This is his breakfast too. Break your fast with some fried ramen. So say bye-bye. He's gonna come back, and once we're ready to eat, he'll be here. So hold on. Oh, I know. Excuse me, but if you jump in, I don't want a civil lawsuit. I don't want no lawsuit coming from you. The birdies against the sloths. No. This is unsafe. You can eat when we're finished. Oh, Mr. Noodle found a home. He's allowing to get head scrubs. He doesn't like head scrubs. He doesn't like to be touched. Oh, that feels so nice.
No shit.
Look at that. That's so, oh my gosh. It's a miracle! Orland's Banda orchid, and the roots are just dangling in the center. How many succulent lovers do we have? We have so many succulents and cacti. And here's yesterday's slipper orchid that you saw in yesterday's mukbang. Oh, it's so pretty. This is flower paradise. Oh, I love this one. Back to the mukbang. Say bye-bye, Orland.
Bye-bye.
You wish you could eat what I'm about to eat. Okay, going down the stairs to finish my mukbang. It's like a little chimney top. What's that song I like to sing when I'm back? I'm like, I'm back home. Shooby-doo, I'm home. Hello, I'm back home. Shooby-doo, I'm home. Hello, and the shades hot each day may. Well, it's not, because we have to turn it on. We actually have to plug it in. So, oh, that's what fell. You guys, the ghost hauntings are continuing. Let me get what fell. Ramen spoon. You guys, something really weird is happening in this la casa. In this casa, I don't know what. So first, step one, this is a recipe, I guess. It's the simplest recipe you will ever think of. So actually, hold on. This is, I need oil. Okay, so make sure you put some oil in here. Not that much, just a little bit. And, so I forgot the brush. I'm too hungry to get it, so I'm just gonna, guide it around like this. This is what you can do if you have a griddle, as it's called, griddle. Thank you for the correction sloths. Some of you were like, that's not a skillet. Skillet is what you fry bacon in or something, I don't know. Like what you actually use on a stove, it's a pan. So step one, do this, yada, yada, yada. And once it gets to a certain heat, you're gonna put this ramen on. Now, I guess step one is technically, I made this beforehand. I made this beforehand, and all I did was take 4 packets of ramen, and it's just like the little squares or whatever. You put water in here, you boil it, and then you strain it. Easy. Ooh. And yes, I will eat all of this. It is morning. This is how I break my hunger, my intense hunger. I get such intense hungers. It's a real issue. I already talked about it yesterday, so no more talk about that. What I will talk about is the ghosts, like I said. Okay, so this is pretty much all out. Oh, I'm hungry. Ooh, that was oily. All right, let me show you the packets, by the way. A lot of you ask, what kind of ramen? These are the ones that I'm using, a chicken one and a beef one. Artificial powders, I think, but I don't use the powders, I just throw it in. And this is what we have access to where we live, so yes. Oh! One day, I will have a setup where the camera stand is not near my feet, so if I cross my legs, it doesn't go flying around. So, yeah, one packet, let me tell you the calories, because you guys are all these calorie counters. I have to count them too, remember? So one packet has about 450 calories per packet, 450 calories. And that, most of it comes from the noodles. I mean, the little artificial sauce, I don't know, 50 calories, it's not that much. So, not even that, it's like a topping. So, anyways, yeah, so I have 4 of them, so I have at least 1,500, I can't do math, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, 1,500 calories. With the oil, we're at 1,700 or 1,800. So this is a nice sized breakfast. So anyways, this is heating up. This is the brand of soy sauce that I use. It's called Aderezo. And they have this in Peru, they have this in Brazil, they have this in Colombia. This is all over that. It's a Colombian company, I'm pretty sure. So, now, we got a comment the other day, someone's like, because we showed our extra virgin olive oil packet, and someone's like, oh, you live in my country in Portugal, because that's where that's from. No, we don't live in Portugal. That's near Spain, right? Oh, this top, okay, it has like has this like little plastic top, so, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, and I just cleaned the table. So I want these noodles to be black, you know, so I'm just gonna, it's cooking. I think that's enough salt. Well, we'll see. Step 2, 3, 4, whatever step we're on. Keep that nearby. I am going to clean up this soy sauce. Now this might stain. Here's my napkin, everyone. I finally have a cloth, but let me get a paper towel for this part. I'm back home. Shoo-be-doo, I'm home. Hello, I'm back home. Shoo-be-doo, I'm home. Hello. Hot and steamy. Hot and steamy. Okay, now I don't have the right utensils to flip this around, so you have to make do. Okay. Yeah, this needs more soy sauce. Now technically this would be better in like a stir fry, a wok. But I don't have that, so, you know, it's better to like stir fry ramen. But I always use this because it's what I have right now. I'll see how the temperature, okay. Let's turn the heat up just a little bit. Now it's on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Those of you that are following along. So, okay, keep mixing this around. I'm back home. I hope everyone's having a good day. I always say it, but I always mean it. I hope today is good. Like in first grade when I got my thumbs up, thumbs down day. Thumbs up day. Alright, I'm happy. I'm happy because I'm eating. Let's be real. I woke up and I was sad because my stomach was empty. I don't know how people have like juice for breakfast. Like Orlin, his breakfast, I'm like cutting myself off, aren't I? Orlin, his breakfast will be juice. And I don't know how people do that. Like, how, are you a juice breakfaster? Like a little yogurt, a bite of a bagel, something, you know, something very small. Yes. This is looking good. Maybe more soy sauce? I don't know. I want it to be nice and dark and soy saucy. Maybe if I add water and oil don't mix, so I'm just gonna do what I'm doing. Smells like Chinese food. Oh, you can't see me. Oopsie doopsie. I already gave Roberto a banana. in his house happy because Noodle's gone. The terrorist is gone. You know, Noodle terrorizes him. It's only been what, 3 months? 3 months of being brothers, forced brothers. You know, you can't decide who your family is. That applies to humans. So you have to work at it. Or you just pack your bags and move on. You do what you have to do for your life. All right, I think this is looking nice. Last night, right before bed, I had 2 packets of ramen, and then I ate a bag of chips, and I had a peanut butter sandwich, just 2 slices of regular white bread or whatever with, the windows are fogging, with just peanut butter in the middle. I don't know, like right before bed, I was like, oh, I didn't eat enough. So I had all that right before bed. And then I woke up, I'm like, I'm just gonna continue this ramen thing. I have this whole box now of 24 packets, which will last me a week. Someone left a comment yesterday or 2 days ago, and they were like, oh my gosh, ramen gives you Alzheimer's. Well, they meant it, and I think they used the word please. So they're like, please be careful, you're gonna get Alzheimer's. I've never heard of that. Is that true? You can get Alzheimer's from eating ramen? And Orland said, no, that can't be true. If it was true, they would like have pulled it from the shelves. And I said, no, don't they say certain deodorants with aluminum, you know, okay, I'm turning this off. Certain deodorants with aluminum, they also have been shown to increase your risk for Alzheimer's. But you can still buy them. They're still there. It's just like cigarettes. You know the risk, all right? You know the risk that you take. While this cools off, let me get my violin. Look who's back. Noodle, come here. So, you know what's so funny? Let me take my first bite. It's nice and cooled off now, so. Noodle. Noodle? You want some noodle? He wants to go to his side. He wants to go to his side. That's his favorite side. Noodle. Noodle. Have a little piece. You can try, and then you can start asking for it using your words. So when I went upstairs to get Noodle, Orland was on his phone. He was reading about Amazons. And there's a lady that, it was like this blog or this forum or something. And there's this lady that said, oh, I fed my, I keep calling it African Grey. My Amazon, I fed it dog food for 40 years. Dog food and pinto beans because it wouldn't dare to touch a lick of fruit. Mmm. Mmm. This is so good. Mmm. Mmm. Noodle. Mmm. So I think Noodle is doing pretty okay, don't you think? Because we read another, Orland showed me this funny thing where they fed their birds bacon and cheeseburgers. That was their diet, bacon and cheeseburgers. Bacon and cheeseburgers, what, I mean, and it lived to be, you know, half its potential. 70 years or something, right? I don't know, right? Noodle, he's so cute. Can you say Noodle? Noodle, so you have to enunciate, please, enunciate. Noodle. He said it, say it one more time, Noodle. Noodle. There you go, long piece of string for you. And a bite for me. Oh. Let's do Lady and the Tramp. Lady and the Tramp. Let's find a long piece. I have to find a long. Kind of long. This is kind of. Oh. Oh. He like pulled it right out of my mouth. Twitter. What's saying Twitter? Lester's retweeted you. Thank you. Hello, thank you, Lester's. How many of you follow me on Twitter? Oh my gosh, so if you saw my Twitter last night, well, when you see this, it's 2 days ago, let me tell you about the scariness that's been happening in the house. I know you're hungry. So, it all started yesterday while I was editing. Because these mukbangs, I can't just like I can't just plug it into the computer and press go. I have to edit because the sound levels are all over the place, and then it's too loud or too soft, and I literally watch the entire thing and play with the sound levels. That's why I want to get a mic so I don't have to worry about it, and it can be a 1 or 2 hour process instead of a 5 hour process. And you're like, well, if this is an hour long, why does it take you 5 hours? Well, my ADD, it's hard, then I lose track, and then I take a break, then I come back, then I take a break, then I come back, and I have to clean. So, it's a long process. So anyways, I'm at the computer editing. This is like 5:30 when the sun's starting to go down. No, it did go down, yeah. And it was raining too, thunderstorming. And you know, the lights were fine, the electricity was fine during the storm. And then the rain stopped, right? I'm still at my computer. And all of a sudden, neighbors, all of a sudden I'm sitting there. Boom! The light right above my head shatters. But it's like one of those old yellow lights. The yellow lights. So it's like a little stick inside that turns to fire, and then the glass outside. Well, the glass just shattered, but the light stayed on. So there's glass all over. It flew over my head onto the computer, onto my food bowl. I had my bowl. I was eating some rice and stuff. I have a little, like you can see right now, I was very, very shocked, and I grabbed the camera and I called Orlin down. I said, what just happened? Because all the other lights were fine, and it's not like I left it on either, because I had just left to like take a break, and it was on for maybe 30 minutes, and it blew up. And the strange thing is that the whole light didn't shatter, just the glass did. Very, very, very weird. It was, I can't even think of the right words. I wish I would have talked more during that like moment when I was filming. I was in shock. And of course I thought of the ghosts. You know, they've left us alone for a little bit. I'm not waking up with the witch scratches on my back anymore. But then Orlin came into the room and he's like, this is very strange because the light's still intact and it's still on, but everything's shattered. And then all of a sudden, this room that I'm in, the door closes. Like, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about this. It was, you know, the windows were closed. It was raining, right? So I can't even think of the right words to describe like what was going on. I don't know. Why are you so complacent? No, no. This is delicious. Delicious. So anyways, then I go to sleep. I try to go to sleep at like 8, doesn't happen. By 9 o'clock I'm sleeping. And then in the middle of the night, at like 2:30 I think, because you know, after all this happened, I grabbed my phone, which is by my bedstand, and I looked at the time, and it was about 2:30 in the morning. I was having a nightmare, okay? I was having a nightmare, and I'm not gonna tell you all the details because it's very, very strange. You know, your dreams are so weird, involving weird people, like people of my past. Like there was this guy that was in my dream from a conflict I had with years ago, and he was there, and something was happening, and he went like, Noodle. And it was just a very strange dream. And then it was about aliens though. And in my dream, an alien started grabbing my head, and I'm holding on to this guy, and they're video, it's like a movie, and they're recording me, and I feel attention, and then I feel stuff on my head. And so I'm coming out of my dream to something grabbing my head and pulling my hair, and it feels like fingertips, like cold fingertips gliding across my face. And I sleep with an eye mask, right? Excuse me, and earplugs. So you know, when you're first waking up, whether it's a nightmare, whether it's a pleasant dream, whatever, you're not really with it. You're like, what's going on? But I came to my senses. My mask is still on, right? And I feel someone going like this. And then pulling my hair. And Orland's next to me. And so I kind of take a little peek. I open up my eye mask and I say, Orland. Orland. He's like, what? I'm like, there's something on my face. And then all of a sudden I feel like whatever, the fingertips go away, like behind my head. And you know, he doesn't have glasses on. It's dark in there, so he can't really see what's happening. He's like, you're just imagining it. You had a nightmare. I said, no, I feel something on my face. And I'm like, turn the light on, please, turn the light on. He's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, turn the light on, turn the light on. And so he gets up and the light stand next to him is broken. The thing doesn't work. So he had to get out of bed and hit the light switch. And he came over to me. He's like, you're exaggerating. Oh, don't worry. You're just dreaming. There's nothing on you. I'm like, Orland, something was just touching my face and pulling at my hair. And all of a sudden, I looked up at the bedpost. You know, there's like a wooden board where you sleep right behind your head. And I look up and there's a huge cockroach like this big, and its antennas were going around like this, and it was just sitting there. And I'm like, Orland, that's what crawled over my face. And then he started laughing. He's like, oh yeah. They like to eat gel. You know, I still have the gel in my hair. I didn't wash my hair. They say not to wash your hair every day, so I follow that rule. Save water bill. The water bill, expensive. So I don't wash my hair every day, and I kept the gel in. And it was chewing at my gel. And my legs were so sore, like during my dream, like I was tensing up. I feel, maybe, perhaps, my muscles were squeezing. And so it was, and I was covered in sweat. Like the bed was like gross, covered in sweat. And so anyways, I'm like, Orland, get it. And so he gets his shoe, pow! He smashes it. And it flies off the bedpost, behind the bedpost, up against the wall. And so I peek over, and I'm like, Orland, that was so scary. And I had a headache. I felt like I was abducted by an alien. Something so strange was happening to me. And then the cockroach, it was just weird. This is so good, Noodle. Here, there's pieces down here. Noodle. No. Well, we have this really good cockroach poison. If any of you have cockroach problems, let me give you help. If you live in the United States, they sell ant poison at Home Depot. It's like this little container, and oh my gosh, it works so great because they smell it, they sense it, and they all run away. So, but we didn't put it on that floor yet. Orland's like, yeah, I've never put it up here. I'm like, why? We live in the jungle where it's hot and sticky, and there's like bugs and critters. You know, it's gross where we live, you know, full of, you know, wildlife, beautiful life, but also spiders and tarantulas and, you know, scary things. So I'm like, why didn't you put that down? So I'm like, please go get the cockroach poison and put it down right now. So he went downstairs and he got the white, it's like this little white powder, and you sprinkle it into your corners, behind the bed, into the corner, behind the sofa, under the sink. Sink is a big one. They love to go up the pipes. And so then I tried going to sleep again, and I just couldn't fall asleep. I felt traumatized. I don't know, it was like an intense dream. I felt uneasy. And so then I go on YouTube and I read some of everyone's comments. And so eventually, I fall back asleep. Noodle? Oh. Eventually I fall back asleep. I don't know how, I don't know, I just do. But then I have to wake up to go to the bathroom. So I wake up at maybe 3:30, 4. It's just like a little nap I basically took. And I take my eye mask off. And we have, you know, the moonlight and the street lights of the city, you know, it still comes into the room. So even though it's dark, I can still see well. I'm lucky, I have 20/20 vision. I don't need glasses yet. Thank goodness, let's hope it stays this way for a long time. So I'm laying in bed, I take my eye mask off. I'm looking up at the ceiling, which is just slabs of concrete. Say noodle. Oh. So I'm laying there, and then I see another big fat cockroach, and it's on the ceiling right above my face. And these things fall down. They're known for just being clumsy, and they like fall down onto you. I remember I stayed at a farm with Orlin like years ago, and there was this old wooden house. And wooden houses host the most amounts of critters. Noodle. Oh, sorry, baby. They host up. So I remember there's a big. They fly. These cockroaches also fly, and so they'll fly up into the air and just zoom right into your face because they're clumsy and don't know where to go. So I was scared that was gonna fall on my face while I'm sleeping. You know, cockroaches go into your mouth. Well, the German ones, they go into your mouth while you're sleeping. I could have like crawled in between the sheets and oh, it was so gross. So I got up. I'm on a mission. So I grabbed my flip-flop and I like kind of scooted it and it ran to the corner where the cement of the wall and the cement of the roof meet up in the ceiling. And so I take my flip-flop. Pow! Oh, so rewarding. And then once I got onto the floor, I stomped on it again. I'm sorry, but I know it's not. Thou shalt not kill. No. Mr. Noodle. How many of you saw the signs? You guys were watching him more than me, and you're saying, I know it's coming next. Yeah, I know. Here you go. One more noodle. Are you done now? I think you're done now. Take your baby. Quarter. Bye-bye, Noodle. He ate, he went, he doo-dooed, so now it's time to be in his casa. Ooh, the light's coming out now. So anyways, thou shalt not kill, right? But these things crawling into your mouth, crawling over your body, how many of you are with me? You will stop it, okay? They get into your food. They eat your food. They eat your hair, apparently. They make babies everywhere. They contaminate. It's just, no. I don't know, do they carry diseases? I'm not really sure. This is so good. Very salty. Maybe too much soy sauce. Remember, this was filled to the top. That's how much I used. Is that too much? Asians, Chinese people, help me out. How much soy sauce do you put into your noodles? So, I woke up this morning and I was like, wow, what an adventure. You know, squishing cockroaches, putting poison down, waking up like sweaty, having nightmares about aliens and other people. And I woke up so hungry. And I said, you know what? I don't have time to make a recipe, like something nice. And in my mind, it was like that guy's comment that said, ramen gives you Alzheimer's. I'm like, well, you know what? That's what I'm craving right now. So here I'm making ramen, right? So good. Well, I was setting up the room, you know, cleaning the table, putting my lamp right here, opening the window. And I brought Mr. Noodle in here and I put him on this chair. And then I went upstairs with Orlin and we just like, you know, we were just talking. And all of a sudden I hear this. Remember I talked about this? Here's the story. I hear this. And so this was kept inside of it with the fork and the ramen, all right? It wasn't like hanging off the edge or anything. It was inside like that, all right? And I said, uh-oh, I have to go downstairs and see what Noodle's doing. If he, you know, goes onto the lamp and gets the wire, you know, my camera's here. So I come downstairs. First I check Roberto's cage. I said maybe it was him, because Noodle's all the way over here. He can't jump from the chair to the table and go. He is too lazy. You hear him? He's like, I will confirm. I will confirm the story. So I go to Roberto's cage, and he's just sitting on the roof. So I come back in here. Noodles here. The fork is there, and I forgot that was there, my memory. So I'm just like, something tapped the rice bowl. Something made that noise. And, Orlin was upstairs. So, and then, right when I started this video, I said, where's my thing? And it was on the floor. So somehow, this, which was in here like this, went onto the floor and made a little ding on the way down. There was no one in the room. I don't know. I don't know if Noodle has some secret powers. Salty, salty. No more salt for the rest of the day. Whew. Too much salt. The table is clean, you guys. I did clean the table, so. Into the pan it goes. Oh, and a nice friendly little reminder to everyone. Tomorrow, I'm not gonna have a regular mukbang. Tomorrow I will be doing live stream here on YouTube and on YouNow. And I'm just gonna have them both playing at the same time, and I guess I'll go back and forth between the comments or something. I have to figure it out. But, yes, right, so at noon, Los Angeles time, tomorrow, Wednesday, you can eat with me live and you can send comments and you can ask me questions, and the more you comment, the more I see, and we just like interact, and I think it's gonna be really fun. And it's gonna be on my laptop, my MacBook. You can't call it laptop now. MacBook. My first like official one, like doing it, like announcement. Oh. So those of you on the East Coast of the United States, that's 3 p.m. So after school, after work, boom. Californians, all you housewives that sit at home, noon, you're still at home. I don't know. Or maybe your lunch break at work, right? I have a girl in Sweden, I told her, like, some of you on Snapchat, I tell you things before it happens. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna announce, it's announced or whatever, can you do this? She's like, oh yes, it's only 9 p.m. here, that's perfect. I'm like, oh, that is so late. But no, that's good for her. And it's like 7 p.m. for the Brits or something like that, so. I told you that I would eat all of this, didn't I? Not that much. I have to use my hands, I'm sorry, but they're clean. They're very clean. Look at my fingernails, nice and clean. Washed my hands before coming here. Oh, surprise. So I think at the start of this mukbang, I said that I have to tell you something very serious that's kind of affecting my life right now. Sometimes I want to treat this channel as my diary. I just want to tell you everything about my relationship, about my issues, about my family, about the world. But I think some things I should keep private. And this thing that's been, it's serious, and it's also not very, it's not happy. And it's not something, well, neither are the cockroaches flying off the roof, but it's worse than that, so it's not like food talk, and also it's it's private. So I decided right now, I won't tell you, sorry. I don't know how to say this. I'll be like, just pray for me, wish me luck, but I don't pray, I don't have that relationship with God that a lot of you guys do. My Christian sloths, my all religions have a God, right? No, most do. I mean, you know, I don't have that, so asking for you guys to pray for me just seems a little not right. So I don't know. Just wish me luck. You know, I'm going through something. I think it's gonna be okay. It's just very scary. Look at this. That was like really pleasant. Very satisfying. Where are my ramen sloths? My ramen sloths. Well, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling satisfied. I'm feeling full. And I hope this is the end. This is the end. Thank you so much for spending time with me. And was this quicker than usual? I don't even know. But I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow on the live stream. So excited for that. Excuse me. And I still haven't decided between Saturday or Sunday, and I'll announce that, or maybe I'll wait an extra week just to give everyone enough time to like plan and their schedule book. Because some people go to church. I was thinking like noon Sunday, but that's church time, or that's when church ends. You know, have enough time to go home and get something to eat and be ready. I don't know. Or maybe Saturday. I was thinking Saturday, but I think more people are free. Sunday's the rest day. So I don't know yet. Sorry about that. But thank you so much for eating with me, like I said. And be sure to follow me on Twitter if you want to see updates in real time about scary things that happen and good things too. And you guys, give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope you had something really good to eat. And I'll see you tomorrow on the live stream. Take care. Bye-bye.